Hello there, or should I say namaste from Nepal. We are officially starting day one of the 14-day trek to Everest Base Camp. We flew from Austin to New York on Tuesday. We had to move to an earlier flight because our flight got delayed and we were going to miss the flight to get to Nepal. So it was a little bit of a crazy start. But from New York, we flew to Istanbul. Then we flew from Istanbul to Kathmandu. We just got in this morning. So it is now Thursday here. We have been traveling for a ridiculous amount of time. I mean, it was a 4-hour flight and then a 10-hour flight and then like a 7-hour flight. So y'all do the math. But we are officially at our hotel. We are staying here tonight in Kathmandu, and then tomorrow we get up and fly to Lukla. We have a little bit of time before our meeting to go over all of our gear check and everything. But for now, we're going to go grab some breakfast. Our meeting is done, so now we are packing up our bags for our early start tomorrow. The duffel bags were provided by the trekking company, and then we are borrowing the sleeping bags. So this bag will be carried by the porter. So inside of this bag will be my sleeping bag. This bag, which has my shoes for the tea house and then like my heavier gloves that I'm not going to need until later on, my microfiber towel, my headlamp, and then the deck of playing cards. This bag has toiletry items and then extra electrolytes and also extra toilet paper. This bag has like hand warmers and things. This bag is extra toiletry, so I just have like Q-tips and floss and hairbrush and dry shampoo, like things that I don't need during the trek, but will need once I get to the tea house. And then I have 3 packing cubes with clothes. This one has all my pants. This one has all of my tops. And then this one has like socks, sports bras, underwear, all of that kind of fun stuff. So that is all going inside of the duffel bag. Then my day pack, I will be using my trekking poles. I will have my 2 Nalgene's filled up with water. I have sunglasses. These are snacks. I probably will not put them all in my day pack. I will put some of them in that bag, but I need to narrow down which snacks I want to carry on me. This organizer pouch, which has like just a couple of electrolyte packets. We've got water purification tablets. I've got like gum and throat lozenges. We've got sunscreen, Neosporin. These are like doggy bags, blister control. And then we've got this dry bag, which has my down jacket in it. We've got my rain poncho just in case. This dry bag has my rain jacket, my rain pants, and then these items are all gonna go in this like front pocket, but it is my sealskin cap. We've got my neck gaiter and then just a thin pair of gloves. We've got, this is all electronic, so like power banks, things like that. This bag is all like hygiene items. So I have plastic baggies. I have my funnel. I have wet wipes. I have a thing of toilet paper in there. And then this is my dry pouch. So after our flight to Lukla tomorrow, fingers crossed that goes off without a hitch, my passport will end up going in this bag. But currently in here, I have just a little bit of cash in dollars. And then I have like the money that I'm going to end up tipping for our guide and our porter. I have a copy of our insurance. All of that goes in here. And then, yes, I do also have another little baggie for collecting items for my junk journal. And then this is my like belt bag that I will have on me. So this is where I'm going to keep all of my Nepalese rupee. I'm not going to keep it all in there with me. Most of it will go in that bag, but I just need to pull out some for tomorrow. And then this is where I have like little hygiene items. So this is like a little container that has just some ibuprofen. We've got some tissues. We've got little, like these are like those Colgate Wisp things. And then like little thing of wet wipes. I have my Longhorn so I can take pictures, but just like the bare necessities, things I would want easy access to. And then this is what I'm putting on tomorrow. So I've got just hiking pants, t-shirt. It'll be chilly in the morning because we are heading out at 4:30 a.m. So I've got that for layering for tomorrow, and then a thinner pair of socks. I will be wearing my hiking boots, and then the suitcase is staying behind. The hotel is going to hold on to it. So when we come back 2 weeks from now, we will be able to pick it back up, and anything we're not taking on the trek goes inside of that suitcase and stays here. Good morning. It is day 2. It is currently like 3:45 in the morning, but today is the day where hopefully we are flying from Kathmandu to the Lukla airport, which is the most dangerous airport in the world. So they have to have near perfect visibility for flights to go. So keep your fingers crossed, but we are headed to the airport with our guide. And then once we get into Lukla, then we have like a 4-hour hike to Pakting.
Like month of this.
Good morning. It is now day 3. Yesterday turned out to be a very interesting day. I feel like that's going to be the theme of this trek. We were not able to get a flight to Lukla. We waited around the airport for about 5 hours. They officially canceled all flights into and out of Lukla for the day. So then we opted to take a helicopter because that was our only option to try to get there for the day. But we still had to wait around another 3 hours before we got clearance to be able to fly. And then we were not able to land at Lukla, so we had to land at a different helipad nearby, Cirque, which added basically 2 hours to our trek, and we didn't land until like 3 p.m. So we had a very late start to the day, but we still had basically 5 hours of trekking. It was 8 miles that we had to get through before the sun set. We literally made it to the guest house last night at like, I don't know, 8 p.m. It was like just before the sun was setting. The trails were muddy and we were very tired because we were up for like over 12 hours. We were up for 17, 18 hours, but we made it. Yeah, we also like kind of skipped lunch. And so the whole trek we were like starving, but it was a great introduction. I mean, it really got our feet wet, or in this case, got our feet muddy. We had, a dog follow us at some point. We got to see some of the spinning prayer wheels, and our guide is fantastic, Sujan. And then our porter is amazing. Every time we would like stop to drink water and he would catch up to us. I was like, oh my gosh, like how does he do that? It's just incredible. We took showers. Billy somehow ended up with a hot shower and I ended up with a cold shower, but it was fine. And then we had some dal bhat for dinner, and then we crashed hard. But we were up this morning. We got up around 6 a.m., packed our bags. We're going to go to the main dining room, grab breakfast. And then today, I believe we are trekking about 10K. So it should be a little bit shorter than yesterday, but that's also what we were told yesterday. So we'll see.
And hopefully there's lunch in the middle.
Yes, and hopefully we have lunch today. Good morning. It is now day 4, so it is Sunday, June 21st. We have made it to Namche, which, man, yesterday we only covered 6-7 miles of distance. It was about 6 hours of trekking, but that's very misleading because elevation gain was 800 meters, so like over half a mile, and the stairs were just never ending. But it was a great day. We went through the Sagarmatha Gate, which is like the official checkpoint for the Everest region. And then we crossed the Hillary Bridge, which is a famous high suspension bridge. And that was a cool experience. Then we just climbed stairs for like 2 hours straight. But we made it in last night. We both took a nap, had dinner, and then this morning, we both were up at like 4 a.m., couldn't fall back asleep. Although when you wake up and you get to see the beautiful mountains, you can't complain that much. We are doing an acclimatization day today. So we'll be staying here 2 nights in a row. So last night and then tonight. Today, we are just doing a hike up to the Everest View Hotel. We are gaining about 400 meters or a quarter of a mile in elevation. And then we will hike back down, sleep here again because you hike high, sleep low to let your body adjust to the elevation gain. It is now Monday, June 22nd, day 5. Yesterday, the acclimatization day here in Namche was great. We had an early start. We trekked up to the Hotel Everest View, which has an elevation of 3,880 meters. Once we got up there, it kind of felt like false advertising because it was so foggy, you couldn't see anything. But along the way, we were able to see some mountains, so that was great. We hiked back down to Namche, walked around a little bit. Because it's the off season, most of the shops were closed, but the ones that were open gave us discounts. So that was nice. And then we had some more dal bat for dinner, went to bed early. Once again, woke up at 4 a.m., torrential downpour, could not fall back asleep. But we have packed up our bags for today. We are trekking to Tingbuche, which is about 11 or 12 kilometers, should take about 6 hours. I believe the net gain of altitude is a little over 400 meters. We'll be at the same altitude that we were yesterday when we hiked up to Hotel Everest View, but it's kind of misleading because the total, we're going up like 1,000 meters, but then we will go down like 600 meters. And I think that has been one of the most surprising things, I would say, from this trek is you would think it's all uphill, but no. You work really hard and go uphill to immediately then go downhill and lose all of the elevation that you gained. But it's going to be a great day. We're going to go have some breakfast and then get on trekking. And yes, if you're clocking it, I'm wearing the exact same outfit for the 3rd day in a row. But I do have fresh socks today, which is exciting.
Trying to Buddha my bread. Yes, that was a Buddha point.
Stole that from the office.
What's our current elevation?
No?
Yeah, right now.
Good morning from Tingbuche. It is Tuesday, June
23rd.
23rd, and we have officially seen Mount Everest for the first time right over our shoulders. I'll put an arrow or something to point out to it, but the trek here yesterday was actually pretty easy. We got in last night, got to bed early, and we've been up since 3 a.m. So today we are trekking to Tingbuche, which should be another 11 kilometers, about a 6-hour trek. And that will put us in an elevation of 4,410 meters. I don't remember how many feet that is. It's like 14,000 something.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's all irrelevant at this point. But we saw Mount Everest. It all feels worth it now. It is now day 7, Wednesday, June 24th, I think. Today was our second and last acclimatization day. So we just hiked up to the top of what? What's the name of this peak?
Nagarsan Hill.
Nagarsan Hill.
5,190 meters.
What Sujan said. So this is over 5,000 meters. And it was basically a little over 700 meters, like straight up, like almost 2 miles straight up. And we gained like half a mile in elevation. So I feel like you earned your granola bar.
I have not pushed that hard since high school wrestling class.
I don't think you pushed that hard in high school
think.
wrestling. Let's be real.
That's probably the most extreme thing I've ever done.
Today is the day 6 of Everest Base.
Go.
Pretty minty.
It is now day 8, Thursday, June 25th, I think. We left Tingbuche this morning. We are headed to Tingbuche, and it's about 9 kilometers. Is that correct? So it should take about 5 hours. How are we doing so far, Sujan? He said we're doing excellent. We'll take it. He might be lying, but today feels so much easier than yesterday. We're only gaining, I think, about 500 meters in elevation, but yesterday we went straight up like 700 meters. So it's amazing what your body adapts to. Tomorrow, which will be day 9, Friday, June 26th, is our final push to Everest Base Camp. It's been a long time coming, y'all. I kind of feel like a little kid on the night before Christmas, although far more tired and smellier and colder, but nonetheless, it feels like the culmination of everything that we've been, I was gonna say working for, trekking for, because we've had some hard days. But tomorrow we are going to be hiking from where we are right now to Goreshep, and that's where we'll actually be staying for the night. I think it's about 2.5 miles with about 250 meters in elevation gain from here to Goreshep. Then from Goreshep, we're hiking to Everest Base Camp, which I believe is about 2 miles with another 250 meters in elevation gain. You get all the pictures, do all the things, but literally it's just a rock. Like, there's not a whole lot there, and obviously it's not currently summiting season, so the camp is not set up. We will then trek back to Goreshep, which will be another 2 miles. So it'll be a little bit of a longer day. I think it's slated for like 8 hours total because, again, when you're over 5,000 meters, you're just moving at a much slower pace. But it's going to be a great day. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
We're a little tired right now, but we're excited. And that's really awkward because I totally thought you could see Billy, and then I watched it back and realized you could not. But he is here, even if you couldn't see him.
You'll see whole entire Homo Glacier and Everest Base Camp, you know?
Nice.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you want me to do one?
Okay.
It's alright if not. I'm just saying I'm willing and able when you give me views like this.
Wow. Ready to go to base camp?
I am, are you?
I am. Carve up. All right, we made it to Goreshep. We had some soup, some tea, and now we are en route to where?
Everest Base Camp.
Everest Base Camp, baby!
Thank goodness.
Things got a little dicey there for a minute, but we made it.
Nice fun, right? Big city.
All right, we made it. Everest Base Camp, so 5,364 meters, 17,598 feet. Not that I've memorized it. It feels good. Finally, check off 40 before 40 list. This is literally insane. So back there is the Kumbu Ice Fall, which is what you have to cross to get to Camp 1. I feel like I've seen so many pictures, watched so many movies, and then here we are. Okay. Close quarters. It's a baby. Last day.
Last one.
Oh my goodness. We have made it to Lukla. It is now day 11, Sunday, June 28th, I think.
Sounds right.
I did not do a check-in yesterday because it was a day. We woke up in Goreshep and I had only gotten about an hour of sleep just from the breathing. I couldn't get comfortable. And at 3:30 a.m., We headed out on a sunrise summit of Kalapatar to try to see Everest at sunrise. We were able to see it for just a couple of minutes before it hid behind the clouds, but that was like a little over a mile up and down. And then we decided to combine basically day 1 and 2 of the return of the trek. It's typically 3 days back. We combined days 1 and 2 into one day.
That was a team decision? I guess it was a team
It was. Actually, our guide was the one that kind of threw out the suggestion because he knew that we have a tight timetable with flying back from Lukla. And I think the whole time we've been on this trek, 2 flights have gone out of Lukla?
Like that, yeah.
So by condensing the trip back, we basically bought ourselves an extra day. So like tomorrow morning when we wake up and go to the Lukla airport to try to fly home, we have a little bit of wiggle room. But you'll have to stay tuned to find out what happens because this vlog is going to end here. And then once I get home, I will fill you in on what happened. But that meant yesterday we trekked 34 kilometers. It was like 21. It was over 21 miles. It was 10 and a half hours of trekking. It was a day. We were exhausted. And that's after, 9 days of doing the trek up to base camp. Plus we are starting at over 5,100 meters of altitude. And yeah, so we were hustling. I did not check in yesterday, but we basically trekked from Gorshep all the way down to Namche. Our guide said we are the first ones to ever do that. He's never had a group before that made it all the way from Gorshep to Namche. So we feel accomplished. Today we got up and we trekked from Namche to Lukla, which total, I want to say it was like almost 12 miles. Really not that bad. I think total it was like 5.5 hours of trekking. But we just got to the hotel. We need to shower. We're disgusting. Like I can feel like the sodium, like the sweat.
Yeah, we might have to shower twice.
On my face. Yeah. And
a warm-up shower.
I might need to burn these clothes if we're being honest. But we're going to end the vlog here. Once I get home, I'm going to do a kind of recap, share some more of my thoughts and some more details. This was really just capturing along the way. But I'm proud of us. We did it.
Do you want me in that follow-up video? Or?
Well, you're going to be at work because I'm doing it on Monday.
So I should write down my thoughts.
But maybe if you're willing, I'll like record some things with you after and you can answer some questions. But thank you for following along. If you enjoyed the journey to Everest Base Camp, give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. My brain is functioning at like -5 right now. But as always, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget to put your
pristine Nepal positive pants on.
That was good. I was going to say positive hiking pants, but that was much
I like
better.
mine better.
And I'll catch you in the next one.